Embedding objects in lessons helps students with their background knowledge, vocabulary, activate their schema. So anytime we can add anything into a lesson, that's really helps students. Images are one of the most important things to do to insert into your lessons. And I use Flickr to collect my images. We've had another lesson on how to do that. But just a reminder, you always want to take the larger size of the image. If given an option, you can always make it smaller, but it's hard to make a small picture larger without it pixelating. So always do that, and always make sure you search under Creative Commons to make sure that you have the rights to go ahead and use that image. I'm jumping over to Google Presentation. There's a lot of features built into Google Presentation that make it very easy to embed these objects. You can insert text boxes, images, video, and so on and so forth. What I want to show you is how easy it is to insert video right into your Google presentation. So if you have a really rich presentation, you might want to think about using Google Presentation. I searched on one of my favorite clips on YouTube about a baby with an iPad in a magazine. Did a quick search. There it is. There's multiple examples of it. So I can go ahead and pick the one I want. And there, without any downloading, fussing, converting, anything, it immediately is embedded into my presentation. It just makes everything so much easier, and that's because Google owns YouTube, and so they just have a nice partnership there that they can go ahead and do that very quickly. Now, one of the other things that Google has is Picasa. Picasa is the tool to organize your digital images. You can also make web albums. It's really quite flexible. It has some nice features to it. You can go into your album and pull out your pictures. You can upload an image from your hard drive. You can use your webcam if you have one, or add a picture from a web address. And so it makes it very easy to get your images into your presentation. Now, sound adds a lot to a lesson, and I have a math teacher that embeds his sounds all the way through his interactive whiteboard presentations. Students never know what's coming next, and he gets all of his from Soundboard. But I must caution you, there are some inappropriate sounds. This is a really good thing to do outside of the school day, to look for different sounds. What I did is to show you how to do search, I searched for golf, sound effects, and I found tin cup, and in tin cup we can select from various little clips. Most of them are, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, most of the clips that you'll find on here. Then you can download them and you can insert them into your presentations. Now I'm jumping over to PowerPoint, and when you see this icon in a PowerPoint presentation, that means there's sound behind it. But you don't have to keep that, and I'm going to walk you through that. So now we're in PowerPoint. You want to insert some audio. You can go out to your browser, meaning you've already downloaded it from somewhere else. You have a file, or you can record audio, which I thought was really a nice feature. And so I hadn't played with it in a long time, so I tried it, and just press record, make your message, and when you're done, you hit stop and you get your speaker. You also get a little player that you can go ahead and play the sound right there in the presentation. And then you can also change the picture if you don't like that. So it's really nice and flexible. It's all right there within the same environment. You don't have to go out and record it somewhere else and then bring it in. Now, as I was searching around, great place to find audio clips, of course, is iTunes. Again, it might be blocked at school, but as I was wandering around looking at some podcasts in iTunes, I found this great one about Black History Month. I clicked on it. I thought, wow, let me find out some more. Look at all of these 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute clips about Black history that you can go ahead and share with your students. So one way, in this case, you're not going to get the actual file. Now, sometimes you can get the file and sometimes you can't. So in this case, we're just going to copy the link, and then when we're doing our presentation, we can go ahead and click on our link. Now that looks ugly. Look how long it is. But you could actually put some different words in here, like click here for more, and then you can put the hyperlink behind that. You have another lesson on hyperlinks and how to do that. And it opened up as a movie. I was like, wow. So I thought about teaching history. How great would you'd have all of those things right there, and you could just embed the ones that you want all the way through your presentation. So you only have to come out here and kind of look around for them one time, and then you can go ahead and put those right into your presentation. So nice. The Smithsonian Channel, I did not know there was a channel. This is the way I learn. I always jump around from one thing to the next. I wanted to find out more, and so I clicked, and there are lots of very interesting titles using some of the things in the Smithsonian. And podcasts, there's videos. Sometimes the video podcasts are called Vodcast. So if you VOD, V-O-D. So if you hear that term, that just means there's images with a podcast. Now, this is a YouTube video, and if you wanted to include this in a presentation, you could go ahead and copy the address across the top. Copy the address, and then you go ahead and paste it just like we did the other hyperlink. So you then can click and go back to this. Now, the only problem with this, if YouTube is blocked at your school, that link is going to take you back to your filter that's going to block it. So this isn't a workaround. If it's blocked, it's blocked. And so you have to, that won't work. Now, some people choose to convert off YouTube, but it actually does violate the terms of service for YouTube. Another option, instead of downloading it, is you can go ahead and put it in a playlist, so you can come back to that later, so you know where it is. It's almost like a filing system on YouTube. So you go ahead and do that, or share the link. Again, if you can get into YouTube at school. And then a third option is embed. When you hear the term embed, that really is like a super hyperlink. That's exactly what happened with the little baby video. It's actually embedded in that presentation, meaning you just put some code into your web page, and it looks like that video is on your web page, but it actually is just embedded, meaning it flows from somewhere else. So those are just a few ways that you can embed objects in lessons to help activate schema for students. Thanks.